The expression of electrostatic force of interaction acting between two like charges. Expression of electrostatic force acting between 2 point like charges. Acting between 2 point like charges. Q1 and Q2 are the 2 point like charges, and R is the distance between these 2 point like charges. R is the distance between the 2 point like charges. Electrostatic force experienced by the charge Q1 due to Q2 is F12. Similarly, we can denote the direction of the force F21, which is the force experienced by Q2 due to Q1. And the intermediate medium between the two charges is vacuum. If the 2 point charges are if the 2 point charges are like charges, that is q1 dot q2 greater than 0, comma f12 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 divided by r square, q1 q2 divided by r square. That is the electrostatic force experienced by q1 due to q2. F12 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r square, which is the electrostatic force of repulsion. Electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by the point charge q1 due to the other point charge q2, experienced by q1 due to q2. This force acts away with respect to the charge q2. F12 is the electrostatic force which acts away with respect to q2. F12 is the force experienced by the point charge q1 due to the other point charge q2, and this force F12 acts from the point A and acts away with respect to q2. F12 is the electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by q1, which acts away with respect to q2 and from the point A. Similarly, F21 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q2 q1 divided by r square, q2 q1 divided by r square. That is the electrostatic force. That is the electrostatic force of repulsion. This is the electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by q2 due to q1, experienced by q2 due to q1, and this force acts away with respect to the other charge q1, and from the point B. It acts away from the point B with respect to the charge q1. F21 acts away from the point B with respect to the other charge q1. Again, we can consider two negative point like charges. Minus q1 and minus q2 are the two negative point like charges. Both have negative sign, and r is the distance between 2 point negative charges. That is, r is the distance between minus q1 and minus q2 charge. Now we can denote the force F12 experienced by the negative charge minus q1 due to the other charge minus q2. Similarly, we can denote the direction of force, that is the direction of F21 experienced by minus q2 due to the other charge minus q1, as minus q1 and minus q2 are like charges. Both are the negative charges, are like charges, comma q1 dot q2, product of the two charges will be greater than 0. Therefore, F12 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Here we did not use the sign of the two charges in the expression of force. F12 equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 by R square. That is the electrostatic force of repulsion. Electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by the point charge minus q1 due to the other point charge minus q2. Here f1 to equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0, it should be q2 q1 divided by r square. Similarly, in the last case, what we can write for f12 in the last case, when we assume two positive like charges, it should be f12, it should be q2 q1, and for f21 it should be q1 q2. Now it is correct, q1 q2 divided by r square for f21. Now here for 2 point negative like charges, f12 is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q2 q1 by r square, q2 q1 by divided by r square. This is the electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by minus q1 charge due to minus q2 charge. Minus q2 charge which acts from the point A away with respect to the other point charge minus q2. Which acts away with respect to minus q2 charge. Minus q2 charge. Minus q2 charge. Minus q1 and minus q2 are the two like charges, but in the expression of f12 we have used only q2 and q1. We did not use the sign of charge in the expression of force. That is the rule. That means in the expression of electrostatic force in scalar form, obviously we have to use only the magnitude of the two charges, two negative charges. We cannot use the sign of two charges. Sign of two charges. Now f21 will have the same type of expression, 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 divided by r square. Here again we have used only the magnitude of the two charges without sign. We did not use the sign of charges. Here we get q1 dot q2, not minus q1 dot minus q2, though the two like charges are negative, but we did not use the sign of the charge in the expression of electrostatic force of repulsion. Electrostatic force of repulsion, F21 is the electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by minus Q2 due to the other point charge minus Q1. F21 is the electrostatic force of repulsion experienced by minus Q2 due to minus Q1, which acts away with respect to the other charge minus Q1. Which acts away with respect to other charge minus Q1. So F12 is the electrostatic force of repulsion which acts towards left away with respect to the other charge minus Q2. Here the electrostatic force of repulsion F21 acts towards right away with respect to the other charge minus Q1.